straight out of the gate, I want to address something. I do not drink energy drinks every day. I have a can of Nas when I'm out hunting, but otherwise, I am always drinking hot black coffee. That's it. I don't do the soda pop thing. I drink water, fizzy water, and coffee. How are you, everybody? Welcome back to the Monkey Shine Lab. Finally got a few minutes to be here. Undivided. Well, I mean, people who know me, I'm always divided. There's a lot going on up in here. As always, we've got an action-packed thrill ride for you today. Not doing any toy hunting on this episode because there's really nothing out there. It feels like there's something on the horizon, something ready to drop. But right now, I don't see any reason to go out. So we're going to stay here and have what I like to call a little something of an opening day, a little build or something maybe going on. I'm still working on the Xenomorph, as you see. That's coming along very well, and it's getting to the point now where I will finish out the tail and finish out the extremities, and then I will probably buff it down just a little bit and then start adding other colors. So the gold is going to come through, but I'm also thinking about using some other accentuating colors. But anyway, let's get into some other stuff here. I have some M2 I want to get opened up here right in front of me, and then I don't know, we're just gonna play it by ear, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of a kickback opening day here. Thanks for joining me. It'll be fun. Come here, I have something to show you. That's not what this is about. I just kind of, you know, when you just walk through somewhere and you pick up a piece that you built a little while back and you start thinking about it. I still haven't seen the Eternals. I got it sent out from Netflix on disc. Yes, Netflix still does discs for us old people. I got it sent out on disc, and by the time I got to watch it, I realized that there was a skip in the very beginning, so like it was not playing right. So I had hung on to it for like a week, waiting for an opportunity to see it and put it in, and it's like skip. I was like, oh well, that's rental for you. And I just I had him. I just sent it back, and I didn't ask him for a different copy of it or anything. That's how driven I am to see the Eternals. But we're not here to talk about Marvel, not yet anyway. This is a 49 Merc that I picked up from, I would say probably a Fred Meyer. That's where I get these, and I have a, find it right now. 49 Merc. I have a 49 Merc already. The blue that I was looking at the other day, and the thing that I kind of got a little bit mad about is that in the new one, it's not a gold mag, it's just sort of a straight flat black, and it looks really nice. And now that I'm looking at this, the flame job may be different. I don't know if the scoop even comes through the hood, but Anyway, I picked up this other 49 Merc, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm super glad I got it, because it's not just a repaint. Although, you know, oh, excuse me. Although it is, you know, probably the same casting largely. Oh no, all the door lines and etc. are slightly different. Far out. Okay. Well, I love M2. I think that these are, when you're going to be spending money on a piece of die cast, I'm never going to give mainline collectors any guff, because I still do pick up mainlines from Matchbox and from Hot Wheels. There are times when I just can't help myself. But as I said, when I really appreciate a ride is usually when I see it in the M2, and I feel like you know, I think these are like $4. Oh no, the carded ones are like $4. They're like $3.99, and then these are $6, and it's because they come with a dust cover and they come in a collector's box, which I usually I don't think, with any exceptions that I have, I've taken all of my collector boxes, the ones with the dust covers, I've taken them out of box so that I can open the covers and look at the rides in 3D, you know. So anyway, I'm going to open this without any more hemming and hawing. Trying to put this out here so that there you go. Hey, a Baku ball does some good. How about that? Clear off of it a little bit. Which light frame is that? Okay, it's just all of them. It's just kind of glaring. All right. Let's open this bad boy. I don't keep any of the packaging necessarily, but I'll probably zip that Moon Equipped thing out of there, stick it somewhere. And I like to get them like this, but the thing is that I do, for some of these, like having the dust covers. So probably what I'm gonna do is just you know, pick up some dust covers as I need them. But that's just sharp, and I love the white walls with the big caps on them. M2 does a lovely, lovely job. Man alive. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous replica. The Moon Equipped across the back. Oh, that's fun. That is so much fun. And a lot of the time with these, I will leave them on the plate. You know, with the name across it. I may get guff for this, but this 1970 Ford F100 is really nice and all, but I don't mind if it gets dusty. So I'm gonna put this dust cap on this Merc. Oh yeah, there it is. So, I really, yeah, I love the M2 stuff. They can do no wrong by me, and I've got several of them. How many do I have now? Probably just under a dozen. But boy, these are very different. These are very different for being 49 Mercuries. Because they didn't make a ton of different styles, but there's two different chops of it. That's pretty cool. I appreciate the difference. But wait, there's more. As some of you may know, I've been dogging on Hot Wheels a little bit this year. I do feel like Matchbox has put up a much stronger game in terms of licensed cars. I think they're doing a better job of finishing them overall. But I do have a couple of main lines here I'm going to break out really quick. Of the Hot Wheels variety that I think actually look pretty good, and I'm going to get them out of the bubble to make sure of that fact, because I am looking for sort of my picks of the year, and so I'm kind of trying to, as I go along and as I find stuff that I like to sort of move it, sort of into line. I like to move it. I like to move it. You know I couldn't. You know I had to do that, right? Anyway, so I'm gonna move the stuff into line here, but that requires taking it out of the package because I don't consider packaging when I consider my cars of the year. First time I've ever done this, actually. I'm making all of this up as I go along. So anyway, yeah, let's open up a couple more cars. I actually got quite a bit, so stick around. So the first one I'm going to open up that I want to take a look at here is the 850. This Volvo station wagon let's see what they're trying to. Doesn't really claim a year, but this is the more sort of square-bodied ones that I remember seeing when I was a little younger. I wish they would have given it a year, but I'm sure if I looked up the 850 estate wagon, it would give me a year. I don't know. Anyway, this particular design it's a reused ride, and I was looking at it through the package. I'm not a big wagon fan, and I will probably sort of send this to my nephew because he is when those fast wagons and stuff all came out and everybody was picking those up, he was very much about that. Wow, it feels very light, I gotta say, but I am not looking at something for those sort of terms. I'm looking at the aesthetics of it, and it's pretty nice. They got all the lighting finished on it, and the the green bottom is kind of interesting. That's the plastic there, and then so far out. All right. And what I'm probably going to do too is I'm going to go grab a few more just because I'm going to get on an opening frenzy here, and I'm not going to want to. Another one that I didn't, the 1990 Acura Nsx, I have no attachment to this ride, but as I looked at it through the packaging, I thought, wow, that's a really sharp casting. And so I figured just, kind of for fun and games, that I would pick one of these up and open it up and take a closer look at it. Because I'm pretty bored with what's coming out of Hot Wheels lately, but I really liked this paint color, and looking at it now, it's the same sort of impression. If you've been watching me work on the Xenomorph, okay, a little bit of a darkening wash in here would have made a large difference. And you know, you get some taillights on there. Why couldn't the same process be applied to the front with just a little bit of a wash in the radiator area? I don't know. But I do love the color, and I kind of like that the whole top is kind of see-through almost. Not almost, it is. And then I have a lot of these 935s and stuff, but this was pretty. Oh man, I kind of took it out of the package without showing you the package. I apologize, but that's sharp. I do like me a Porsche, and the deep, rich blue on that. Oh, is that pretty? I'm gonna grab a couple more to open up here. Well, since you've already seen it, next I'm gonna do the 55 Bel Air gas, but it's all in pink, which I really dig. I've got these in several colors. I've got them green and a couple others. They always change the glass color to suit the ride. And with the darker colors, I don't really like it as much, but I kind of dig it on the pink. Maybe I'm just partial to a pink car. As most of you know, I've got that the pink Cadillac, the M2 pink Cadillac. I always think that it's kind of good to throw people off, and a pink car used to be like, what? Next is this Mazda RX-3 in the Ducks/Packers livery. For no other reason than that, and that it's I think a really sharp looking car, at least from the side, as with a lot of as with a lot of Hot Wheels. The arbitrary decision not to put any light colors on it, or to do a wash or any kind of front end work. Decisions were made, you know. And then the last one I'm gonna open up here, I was gonna do a comparison, but I don't have the 007, and this is the No Time to Die 007 car, the Valhalla concept. Oh god, it's a 007 car. I didn't notice that. Well, you know what? The packaging's all messed up, so I don't care. I'm opening it anyway. I can't hold on to things in package very well. I get bored. I get into times of no die cast, and I just go and hit my stash. Neat looking ride. I really have a thing for the McLarens. This feels like a very light casting, kind of like the Volvo. Actually, it's heavier than the Volvo for sure. But yeah, those are all Hot Wheels, and I kind of, I would consider just about any of these with the exception of the RX-7, the RX-3, excuse me. Well, and I guess I would have to get rid of the gasser too because it's really not finished. But everything else on the table here is sort of what I would consider finished and possible for, best in the year. The 935 for sure. But let me give you a little tour around them without me talking. So I've got one more piece of die-cast I'm going to break out of the box today. This is the big finale, everybody. So come on back in here for a second and take a look at what I got. I've been talking about this for an awful long time. As you know, sometimes my ideas sit around on the shelf for a little while, and sometimes they just sit around in the idea box until I am sort of feeling dry on what I want to do for the day. So this is a Jada product, and as all of you know, I do love Jada. Wonderful company. They make a good product, and this was something that I bought originally to flip, and I've had a change of heart on it just so that I can have something for the show, quite honestly. So we're gonna break it out. No, I Optimus Prime is awesome, and he's really been messed with in the last several years. They've changed the design quite a bit, but this is the original Gen 1 Optimus. So, and it doesn't transform, so you're not going to get to see me bruise my ego on trying to transform a toy. This is a car, so it's a truck. It stays a truck, which is okay with me, knowing my history with the good old Transformers. Oh, don't watch the Transformers videos, folks. They're really embarrassing. And I have no excuse. These Jada, you're always gonna need a screwdriver to get them off the bottom of the package. These ones that are a little bit more high-end. I forget how much exactly the manufacturer's retail suggested price was on this, and I need my... It's always a comedy of trying to watch me cut through all the tape and everything else after I'm really coffeeed up for the day. Again, I don't drink a lot of energy drinks. And I do not drink any kind of soda pop whatsoever. I'll have a root beer occasionally. We have like some 4-packs of that really expensive kind that, like you just never drink on. And he likes to give me guff about how little I drink of that sort of thing. Now let's see if I can get the screw out of here, because the last Jada product, I really had a bear of a time getting this. Or maybe it wasn't Jada, but it was somebody. And they had bolted their stuff down. So... HD light over here so that it's a little easier to see. I really need production studios with proper lighting in all the areas that I need it to be in. Well, that's just how it is. Out of the box, this thing feels pretty weighty in the front end, like endo, real easy. So all of your cast is up here. There's absolutely nothing behind it. It's all plastic, but the fenders are the right color, and it does have room for a trailer. So kind of cool. The thing is that this is the sort of the front end, the mashed Mack truck, the cab over engine design that they started with. And then of course, because Mack and everybody else, and they stopped making trucks that looked like this quite so much, so Optimus's design changed, of course, too. But this is the original. I love how they've got an embossed logo on the bottom. And there is the outline, sort of like the Han Solo, but there's an outline of Optimus on the bottom. That's kind of neat too. They didn't have to do that, Could have just got away with absolutely nothing on the bottom, like all designers do. But Jada threw a little bit of extra in there. And I don't think I'm mashing on them too much to just say, nice touch. I like that. Here, let me zoom in on it real quick so that you can get a nice look at that. Again, it's cute. It has absolutely nothing to do with the character, but there is the whole character for you in transformed mode. I think that the casting itself is outstanding. I love the detail. And it looks like Optimus. To me, this is Optimus. I know, all the kids kind of see him in the cinematic way now with the front end and all that, but this is the way I prefer to think of the character when in truck mode. Yeah, the axles go around, It's definitely, for your shelf. But it will roll. Anyway, really neat. And thank you again for no damn reason other than I'm a fan. Thank you very much to Jada. I dig it. And as I always say, I would love to talk to anybody at the company about your products for our show. If anybody out there works at Jada. That's good cold coffee. When you're a collector, I think it's always kind of a good idea to set some stuff aside for a rainy day. Even though it's not raining outside today. Shocker. If you set some things aside and forget that they're there for a little while, when you get that Jones to kind of open something, have something new to sort of spark that dopamine rush, then you've got some stuff sitting around. I like to do this from time to time. In fact, like I said, I have to do this from time to time. And speaking of energy, I have been messing around with these a little bit. I found a place to get some cheap game mats. So I've got 2 gaming mats coming. Card mats. So if you're familiar with card games, it's just 2 of those. And that will make up the measuring space that I need for a 2-player showdown of Bakugan. And I have been messing around with my balls for a little bit. Sometimes I'll just sit there watching TV and I'll find myself just doing this. It's something that sort of sits in the back of your head, which I think is just really kind of ingenious. I think that it's a really interesting psychological part of all of these types of shows. This is not my first rodeo, people. I am not exposing myself to a dangerous element and not understanding what it is. I understand all too well what it is. So the experiment here is simply to see if my ancient ass can actually pull off playing a game of this accurately. So we'll see. We'll see. Folks, if you do like what you see here and here, please drop us a like, a comment. Would always be appreciated, but mostly we'd really love you to subscribe and tell some friends about what we're doing here. It's nothing different. It's just that, a different circus with slightly different monkeys. They still smell the same. But, I don't know. Hopefully my sequin vests are a little bit better than somebody else's. I don't know. Stick a banana in the tailpipe, everybody. Let's put another one in the can here. Jeez. I'm gonna go play with my balls. I just don't know a way to end this that isn't filthy dirty. Goodbye, everybody.